Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. Have an asshole free day. Oh, that was good. That was really good. So good morning and happy Saturday. For some of you, the weekend's just beginning. For some of you, the weekend's been going on for a while. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah. I this week just like zoomed by for me. Because there was something that I wasn't allowed to say to you that I had to tell you, and I couldn't tell you because I was still sworn to secrecy. But now I have permission to share the news that my son and his Katie, Mike and Katie, are engaged. I can't wait. I mean, I waited. I waited a long time, but Mike is finally engaged and he picked Katie, and Katie is just awesome. And they're the most beautiful couple together. And I'm a mom, it's like I told him it was the best Mother's Day present I could ever get. Well, besides the flowers he gave me. But I just loved it. I just loved it. Wait, I'll show you. Ta-da! Yeah. Yeah. So, over Memorial Day weekend, Mike and Katie, the soon-to-be weds, and my daughter and I are all going up to Northern California to meet her family for the first time. I was so excited. Apparently, her mom is 5'1", and she's pretty excited to meet me because it will mean she is no longer the shortest one in the family. Does that seem fair? Somehow, I don't think so. So we had pizza last night for dinner, and I forgot to tell you the hilarious pizza story. My son-in-law, Dan, had a birthday last week. Good morning, Opa. Good morning, Ginny. I see, by the way, that my chat is working this morning. That's lovely. Good to know. Good to know. Anyway, last week was my son-in-law Dan's birthday, and I was up in LA to celebrate. They were having a pizza party. Dan makes like amazing sourdough bread, and he's, does this whole starter. Their starter, I think, and my chicken, Bob, are named the same, but I don't think they're related. Anyway, Dan was making the pizza, and he made the pizza dough, and he wrapped each glop of dough in like plastic wrap, and he set it into the oven to rise, and promptly forgot that he put it in the oven and turned the oven on and baked the pizza dough in the plastic and ruined it all. Now that could have destroyed the entire party, right? And his day, but no. I think it was my daughter who came up with the idea of calling one of their favorite local pizza restaurants and asking if they could buy dough. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that was really clever. I wouldn't have thought of doing that. It never occurred to me that a pizza restaurant would just sell their dough, but they did. And he used their dough and just completed his task, and the party was fabulous and the pizza was delicious. And I tell you, because there were a few balls of leftover dough, and he gave some away to other people, and then he gave me one to take home, and we used it last night. Well, among other things, my sweetheart is a pizza pro. Yeah, he is. So he took the pizza and he knew to put like cornmeal on the bottom of it. And he knows how to do that little flippy thing like they do at pizza parlors, right? And we had such delicious pizza last night. It was the best dinner, and it was exactly what I wanted with the salad and everything. It was so good. It's so good. Okay, let's see what it says here. Let me catch up a little bit. Yeah, Fritzy is excited. I will tell you that in a minute. Fritzy is excited about the forthcoming wedding. You buy dough at the pizzeria all the time. See, I never heard of that before. That's so cool. Okay, so wait. This is so cool. So After I found out, I told Fritzy. Now she has dementia, so right after I told her, she forgot about it, which made it perfect because then Mike and Katie got to do a FaceTime call with her and me where they told her they were getting married. Now she, I don't think, knew who they were, but she knew that she was included somehow, and this was a wedding, and she was very happy and very cute. And Mike said, "Are you going to dance at my wedding?" And she went like this. She started like dancing around in her wheelchair. Oh, so cute, so cute. So years ago, at their 50th wedding anniversary, the grandchildren, who were then older teenagers, I guess, or maybe young adults, I guess they must have been young adults. We had karaoke at the party, and the kids got my father to do karaoke of Bust a Move. Anyway, Mike told his grandma that he wanted her to dance at his wedding. She was excited, and he now is looking for the he's now looking for the video of his grandfather singing Bust a Move so that he can do that at his wedding with his grandma. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. I don't know. We'll see if it works out. Today is Child Care Provider Day. Isn't that appropriate that the day before Mother's Day is Child Care Provider Day? I think that almost makes it like a second Mother Day. Mm. And to all the fathers who are mothers and the babysitters who, take the place of, thank you. It's Iris Day. Now, I think irises are really pretty flowers. The iris is something to do with the goddess of the rainbow, something like that. And they do come in other colors, They're not just purple and blue. But there are like 250, 300 different species of iris. I wonder if they all get along. I don't know. Dog and cat mamas too. Yes, that is absolutely true. See Bailey back there? There we go. Wait, let me move my chair. There's Bailey. Okay, so I get it. Mother's Day could be a very bittersweet holiday, especially if you don't have your mom. I have my mom. I know how lucky I am. I don't have my dad. So I can only use that as an example when I say this. It's a day to honor. It's a day to appreciate. We're going to talk about the past. So this is very appropriate today. Very appropriate. Yeah. A lot of it has to do with what you remember. That makes it a very special Mother's Day. Oh, it is National Outdoor Intercourse Day. No, I'm not kidding. I guess it was the University of Washington is where they started this old tradition. And I guess now it's a big deal. Now, you can take this in a number of ways. If you look up intercourse in the dictionary, it is defined as conversation. And there was a time when that was the only way that word was used. And then it became sexual intercourse. And then finally, intercourse just meant sexual intercourse. However, National Outdoor Intercourse Day is just that. And if you're so inclined, it is not, by the way, to have, this is a funny holiday. It's not designed to be a spectator sport. There we go. But apparently part of the excitement of it is that it could be. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what I read about it, okay? Whew. Yeah. Okay. So I just mentioning it in case you had nothing to do today. It is Saturday, and it's also National Windmill Day. Let's move on to something a little more sane. Now, if you're familiar with the desert area, you know that we have huge wind turbines, like fields of wind turbines that are creating energy as you come into this Coachella Valley. And here's an interesting fact from me, and that is that I have a connection to that because someone I know who is from Denmark is he's the guy who came over here years ago, and his company put the first wind turbines up, and he actually lived here in the Coachella Valley for a couple of years, I think, while they were getting the first wind turbines set up. He's now back in Denmark. That's where I met him. He's a friend of a friend, and we all went out to dinner. He's a great guy, Henrik. Anyway, so yeah, Holland, tulips. Tulip Festival this weekend. Yes, they do have windmills there, but they're different. These are wind turbines that I'm talking about. So, yeah. Okay. It's No Socks Day. So because it's beginning to be summer, today is the day that you're supposed to, bring out your flip-flops and your sandals and squish your toes between the sand. I don't know. You could do that here. You come here and do that if you want. It's also World Red Cross Day. I think that's one of the charities we can still trust, right? To actually put the money where we think they're going to put it. I don't know. I get really nervous about charities now. Don't you? I mean, after all the scandals and everything. Let's see. Today's National Train Day. Right before the pandemic, I was supposed to go on a train trip with my grandson. We were going across the US from California to Chicago on a train, and we were going to get a sleeper car because I've never been in a sleeper car. So maybe as things slow down, maybe next year. I just thought that would be like the best adventure, to go in a sleeping car, like in the movies. How cool is that? So they have this place here in the desert called the Living Desert, and it's kind of a combination zoo and natural history kind of place. It's outdoors. You can go hiking there. It's a great little zoo, just a fabulous zoo and a botanic garden, and it's a wonderful place. But one of the best things they have there is they have this huge, I mean, like almost a city block. Well, okay, maybe not that big, but like the size of the lot that your house is on anyway, of just model trains. It's glorious. And they had this great idea. I think it was really clever. People can donate money to have like a house or a store or a building or something that's, the same gauge as the trains that make up the cities and the little country scenes and all the different scenery that goes with the trains. So you can actually have, like I could have the what do I say, what do I do country inn, or the Word Art by Sandye restaurant or gas station or whatever. Isn't that a cool idea? I thought so. What else about trains? Oh, when we were kids, my father had this friend named Dave, and Dave had this was in Illinois, and he lived like at the edge of the forest. So the forest was his backyard, and he had literally built this train that you could sit on and take rides on that went through the forest. Oh, we had loved to go to Dave's house and go on that train. It was like amazing. Shoot, I even liked the first train that took you from the parking lot into Disneyland. That was like one of my favorite rides. Okay, it was a tram, but at the time it looked like a train. It was cool. Who doesn't like train rides? I used to take my godson on the train up in Griffith Park. Oh, it was so much fun. In Max, there's a train museum, indoor and outdoor. Travel Town, it's called, up by Griffith Park in LA. And Max and I used to go there all the time. Griffith Park, you just said the same thing. That's funny. Yeah, trains are awesome. That's all. That's all I have to say about it. Trains are really cool. My mother took my brothers and I by train from Chicago to California when we were moving, and it was like the best experience. We were on the train for a couple of days. I think it was a couple of days, but we didn't have a room. We had seats that, like totally reclined, so they felt like beds, and you could go into the dining room and sit and watch the scenery going by while you ate. Oh, it was so much. Train rides are awesome. I don't know why we don't do more of that. Okay, you heard it here first. I am taking my grandson on that train ride. Maybe Indy will want to go with us. I don't know. But it was so exciting. And you can run up and down the train while it's moving. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, what else? Sophia Loren. Why did I want to tell you about her? I guess because I loved her quote. She said, sex appeal is 50% what you've got and 50% what other people think you've got. How about that? In 1886, this is cool. 1886, there was a guy named John Pemberton. He was a pharmacist, and he invented this stuff that was a cure-all tonic. You've seen the bottles of tonic, right? Well, this was a pharmacist. It was Coca-Cola. Seriously, Coca-Cola was invented by a pharmacist right around, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Bottom line is, it was invented as a cure-all. And now we found out that if you take that Coke and you put it on your car, it'll eat away the metal. I don't know. I just love my Diet Coke. I know it might be doing awful things to the inside of me, but I love my Diet Coke. I do believe this is also VE Day, the day that World War II ended in Europe. So hail all the guys who were over there fighting, like my daddy. Yeah. Remember the Pepsi challenge? Did you ever do the Pepsi challenge? I always chose Coke. Pepsi's too sweet for me. I just don't like it. And when I'm in a restaurant where they offer Pepsi products instead of Coke products, I drink water. Yeah, I won't even take it as a last resort. I'd rather have water than Pepsi. I know it's too sweet. It's too sweet. Happy birthday to Ricky Nelson. Boy, that was a loss, wasn't it? Whatever happened to his kids? Remember he had twin boys, really, really good-looking twin boys. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about them in a long time. Did you watch the Nelsons? Did you grow up with Ricky Nelson? I mean, he was a few years older than I was, but that was okay because he was like such a cute kid on the show. Yeah, I know they're musicians, but I haven't heard anything from them in ages. Are they still performing? Do you know, Ginny? Because I just and what was did they call themselves the Nelsons or something? I don't know. They had strange names. Ricky Nelson's kids. Come on, help out here. Anyway, yesterday I asked Alexa. I can't say her name out loud or she'll do whatever I say. I asked her to play a whole bunch of, to just like play some songs by Ricky Nelson. So that's what she did. I'm a traveling man, made a lot of stops all over the world. And in every port, I owe my heart to at least one lovely girl. Yeah. Okay. No, never mind. It's also Don Rickles' birthday. No, I don't believe I think he's not with us anymore. But regardless, I loved Don Rickles. Now, if you don't know who he is as a comedian, he was rude, not crude, just rude and insulting, but in such a funny way. He just cracked me up. He was an equal opportunity insulter. He insulted absolutely everyone, which I think made it perfect. Harry Truman's birthday. My grandparents loved President Truman. What else? Oh, it is the anniversary of the death, sadly, although I think he was like in his late 80s, of Maurice Sendak. Do you know who Maurice Sendak was? He was a very prolific writer and illustrator, and he wrote the incredible and illustrated the incredible Where the Wild Things Are. What a great book. Come on, everybody's you bought that for your kids. I know you did. I know you did. You probably still have a copy of it laying around somewhere. And then they made it into a movie too, or a cartoon or something. Yeah, but the book, it was the book. There was something about Maurice Sendak. He didn't like sweeten things up for kids. He kind of told it like it is. Like childhood kind of sucks sometimes, and it's not easy, but stick with it and it's worth it. That was kind of his message. I wrote down a couple of Maurice Sendak quotes because I really liked the quotes. I'm not really sure what this meant, but one of his most famous quotes was, "There must be more to life than having everything." And then there was, "Childhood is tricky business. Usually something goes wrong." And the most famous of all, "And now," said Max, "let the royal rumpus start." Yeah, I loved Where the Wild Things Are. Tracy Nelson was his daughter. She became an actress, I think. Thank you. And the twins were Gunnar and Matthew. I thought they both had weird names, and I think they just called themselves the Nelsons, if I'm correct. He also had a son named Sam Nelson. Never heard of him. I wonder if he has children. The son of Sam. Okay, I'm not going there. Okay. Today's word art. Today's word art could be like a 2-month conversation, especially in light of the fact that tomorrow is Mother's Day, and some of us are going to be remembering the past Mother's Day, times with our mothers. Whether your mother is alive or not, you're going to be looking back. And that's not a bad thing. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, stop thinking about the past, it's over." No, the past is a wonderful thing. It's wonderful to honor the past. How can I do this so you can see it? It's wonderful to honor the past. You learn from it. You can rejoice in it. Honor it, honor it, honor it, respect it. Recall the past, reminisce, share it. Memories are a wonderful thing to have. It's like so sad not to have them. Enjoying the past is terrific. Reenacting it is so much fun. When you're with your siblings, aren't you a little kid again? And isn't that awesome? When you're with your old friends, don't you say and do the same kind of crazy things you did when you were kids, and it makes you laugh all over again? That's good stuff. Cherish enjoying the past. But all of those things are preferable to living there. It's kind of like I always say about big cities. They're great places to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Same is true with the past. There's nothing wrong with visiting the past. It's your past. There's some good stuff there. You don't have to revisit the stuff that's not pleasant if you don't want to. But then let it go. Move on. Enjoy it. Learn from it. Reminisce about it. I mean, obviously, I love the past. If you look around my house, you'll see antiques everywhere. You'll see things that remind me of my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather, old friends, relatives, new friends. I like memories. I like them a lot, but I live in today. Yeah. Okay, one more check for comments. We've got a bunch here. Oh, there's some stuff about Ricky Nelson. I'll let you find that out about him yourself. In the meantime, have a wonderful Saturday. Go out there and make it a weekend that counts. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye. Oh, a sip and a smile. I feel like Engineer Bill. Okay, let's have a sip and a smile. Bye-bye.